How's it going, guys? Back with another video today. Look at that, didn't do the clap. A couple of people had reached out, actually a lot of people reached out and said they do like the clap, but like I said, I'm trying to break away from it. So just want to start this off by saying thank you to the new donors. We have Michael Kunizin, Eros Barcelari, Eric Banquet. Eric, thank you so much. That was a very, very generous donation. Very much appreciated. Mark Watson, very much appreciated to all you guys. Thank you so much for donating to the channel and becoming Patreon subscribers. That makes 16 Patreon subscribers now. It's very exciting and very much appreciated. So thank you guys. A lot of you guys really seem to resonate with the video that I made last time, and it's so good because I love making videos like that. I love talking about the philosophy of art and photography in general and doing things that help keep you guys motivated and inspired to go out and shoot and do the most important thing, which is actually picking up your camera and moving towards becoming better photographers. I feel like there's a lack of people talking about that, and I spent a lot of time over the years thinking about that stuff, reading books on it, and actually like putting together coherent thoughts on what it actually means to be a photographer and why we do these things and what we can do to motivate ourselves. And I love talking to you guys about that. So thank you for sharing the videos and just showing interest in it. Every time that you guys share one of those videos, if you can't if you wanted to support the channel and you can't financially send $1 or $5 or whatever, sharing the video on your pages and stuff like that, or to friends or groups that you're with, I mean, that's just as good, and I really appreciate it. So thank you guys. So today I just wanted to give a little update. First off, I received the, hold on, I just want to jump over here, guys. Sorry I didn't have this closer, but I received the 50 to 250 DXZ lens. Okay, so this is a really good addition, welcome addition to the package. I have the 16 to 50, and so this thing, look how long this is. This is great. And so I'm going to be testing this extensively. Tomorrow is going to be a full day of testing the Z50 with all Z-mount glass and all the lenses that I have for it. So I'm really going to go in depth on what it's like to use FX glass on this Z50 body and interchanging everything and how it works, what the drawbacks are and what the strengths are. But that's going to be all day shooting tomorrow, testing those lenses. So I'm going to be putting out my first in the Z series videos coming out very soon. But today, just wanted to talk about, give you guys a quick tip for autofocus for the Z6, Z7, and Z50. This works on all three Z cameras, okay? What it is, guys, is, and I wanted to make this a separate video because I touched on this briefly in one of my other autofocus videos, but I wanted to make sure I do a separate video because this is very, very helpful and important when you're autofocusing, and I feel like nobody knows about it. It's one of those things you only really pick up through extensive work with the Z6, and I use this all the time. So basically, when you're in AFC, AFS, and all focus modes, you can, in order to check your peaking and check the focus plane, you can, without changing the focus modes to manual, without flipping the manual switch, without going into manual focus, you can actually turn on the peaking by pressing the back button focus and then just grabbing the focus wheel on the lens. Okay, so if you're in AFC and you're just shooting around and you're just tracking your subjects or whatever, you can automatically flip into peaking just by pressing the back button focus and grabbing the focus wheel. Very, very helpful, guys, because then you can sweep your focal plane and you can dial in that focusing really quickly. You don't have to take the time to flip into manual. You don't have to turn the switch on the lens. You don't have to do anything in the menus. You can just stay in your normal focus modes, but every time you hit that back button focus, hold it down and then grab the focus wheel, it's going to automatically show you your peaking highlights, and you can sweep through the focal range and show exactly where you're focusing on, and it is huge. I'm going to flip around the camera and I'm actually going to show you guys this, but it's a major, major help, because if you don't know where exactly the focus is grabbing and you want some confirmation, or if you just want to override it real quick and just make sure that you're in that focal range, I use it all the time when I'm doing big group portraits or family formals or things like that. I'm always in AFC, so I focus on something, but then I'll just hit that back button focus, grab the focus wheel, my peaking highlights will show up, and I know exactly where I'm focused. This is majorly, majorly helpful, guys. And if you incorporate this into your autofocus workflow, I mean, it just adds another layer that really helps out the whole workflow of the autofocus. I've said this before, guys. If you're coming from a DSLR autofocus system, the EVF and the mirrorless bodies, or the EVF incorporated with the mirrorless bodies, it requires a different way of seeing the autofocus. This is a lot different than using a DSLR where you're just seeing off a mirror and through the OVF. You really have way more flexibility and different things that you can do to kind of check your focus points and know exactly what the camera's doing. It takes a little while to, incorporate autofocusing and AFC or tracking, and then checking with the peaking highlights, flipping into those modes very easily. But Nikon has done a stellar job with the Zs, allowing you to do that, peaking highlight check while you're actually in other focus modes. It's a huge deal, guys. So I'm gonna flip this over to one of my Zs, and I'm gonna show you. And like I said, this works on all Zs. I've tested on the Z50. It works on obviously the Z6, and Z7's the same. I don't own Z7s, but so I'm sure it does work with the Z7s because I own the Z6 and the Z50, so it does work with those. So I'm gonna flip you guys over, and I will show you guys how this works. Okay, guys. So here we are. So I flipped this over to color so you guys could actually see the peaking highlights, but normally this is always on black and white, and I use the yellow highlights, okay, for this, because I feel like it works the best against the black and white. You can really see it. So we have my microphone here. You guys are just seeing that. So basically, I have my focus point. I'm on dynamic area autofocus. This is what I use, but you can use it for anything. So I'm just right in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna hit my back button focus, and it's just gonna focus up on it. Okay, so that's in focus right there. Now, all I have to do, I don't have to switch to focus modes or anything. Hit back button focus and grab that wheel. Look at that, and it just sweeps right through it. See? And I'm still in AFC, so I can still just track everything and just focus. But if I want to grab it and check the highlights, just boom, and then just grab this, and I know exactly where it's in focus. I mean, this, guys, is so helpful. All you have to do, just boom, grab it, and then just grab the wheel. Just grab the focus wheel right here. Grab it, I'm focusing, they're moving around, I'm tracking it, boom, I want to check it, there we go. I know exactly what's in focus. That is how simple it is, guys. These Z cameras are so sweet to incorporate this. It helps so much. So guys, I really hope that was helpful to you guys. I hope that this provided some value with you guys shooting. I use it all the time, so I felt like I wanted to share it with you. Let me know what you think about this. If it helped you, please drop in the comments and just let me know. And until the next video, guys, thanks a lot.